Have any of you ever been to Japan? I've been to Japan twice. I recommend you to visit that country. But I'm not going to talk about my holidays to Japan here. I want to talk about a saying the Japanese have. And I'll say it in English. If you want to know someone, look at his friends. Okay, let me repeat that sentence. If you want to know someone, look at his friends. Or if it's a female, look at her friends. That's a very powerful statement. Just think about it. Human beings tend to surround themselves with those that are similar to them. Now, nobody is 100% similar to you. You won't find that anywhere. But people tend to look for similarities in others. That's how human beings are built. And to some extent, there's nothing wrong with that. It becomes a problem, however, if the people you surround yourself with are keeping you trapped. For example, if someone is a drug addict and he looks for people who have the similar appetites as he, then he will have other drug addicts around him and he will be comfortable being around them, but he is now trapped by those relationships. I hope you get what I'm saying here. If you want to know someone, look at their friends. Look, just because, for example, someone hangs out with someone that's a smoker doesn't mean that the individual is a smoker, okay? So understand the following, 100% similarity between people, you won't find that. Because each human being is another individual human being, okay? They may have a similar skin color, they speak a similar language, so there are similarities. However, it's not that much the similarities that's the issue here. It's the effect that those similarities will have on you. I said this before in another video. If you hang around 4 people that are broke persistently, they're in chronic poverty, then sooner or later you become the 5th one, just like them. Why? Because if you surround yourself with their poverty is going to affect you on an unconscious level. So without you being aware of it, you begin to adapt to their ways. Look, if I go to a northern country now, where there isn't much sunlight, I tend to become a little bit brighter. So I don't need much melanin over there. But if I go to the Sahara Desert or to some place where there's a lot of sun, I tend to become darker. Why? Because my body begins to produce a lot of melanin then. That's just the way my body adapts. Now that's how you are as a spirit being also. You adapt to your environment. And that's a natural thing. But if the environment is toxic, if the environment is dangerous, that means that the environment isn't good for you. I hope you follow me here. So, you will adapt one way or the other without you being aware of it yourself. Just think about it. Without you being aware of it yourself. And that's why it's a good thing when you have those reset moments in your life. Because it's after those reset moments that you will reflect back. I'm not talking about looking back, I'm talking about reflecting back, and you realize, hold on a minute, those relationships were very harmful. And it's now that you have been resetted that you can see how harmful those relationships were. And here's another thing I want to tell you. The moment you are rescued from those you need to be rescued from, because there are people you need to be rescued from, it's not that they need to rescue, you need to be rescued from them. The moment you lose those you need to be rescued from, so the moment you're rescued from them, just look what happens in your circumstances. You still need to recover from that heavy energy that was affecting you, but it's as if you enter into some time miracle. Things suddenly work out within days. It can be that you tried to get a scholarship for almost 5 months and it just couldn't work. It's an application of application. And suddenly, within those 5 months, you lose certain people, you're not even aware you've lost them. And now, within 2 days, not only do you get a scholarship, but you also get additional funds for the program that you want to follow. And you should think, normally for additional funds, you need to fill in a lot of applications, but to you, it happens just like that. What happened? The people that were around you carried contentious waste with them. And they affect you with that contentious waste. And that contentious waste of those people hindered blessings from working out around you. Because they occupied your environment with that waste energy. And that waste energy attracted demons and attracted negativity. But now that those people that you need to be rescued from are gone, that hindrance of that toxic energy is not around there anymore. So now you have clarity around you, and now there's clarity, there's more space now for better things to unfold. I'm telling you as it is, the moment you're rescued from those you need to be rescued from, it is as if a time miracle happens. It is as if the Most High goes into your past and fixes your past and works out in your present. Some of you may know what I'm talking about. There are movies, whether it's Hollywood movies or movies from other movie industries. There are movies in which people go back in time. It happens in a movie. They go back in time to fix something in the past. So when they go back in time, the time machine, they fix something and come back. The present is still the same, but little by little, the present begins to adapt to what has been fixed in the past. Now, the pagans that make such movies, they know more about the spirit realm than most people out there. Now, I'm not saying that people have literal time machines in which you can go back and fix things in the past. I'm not talking about that. Such movies in which people go with a time machine in the past, they fix things, then come back to the present. The present is still the same, but little by little, every day, the present begins to conform to what has been altered in the past. Now that's how it goes when you walk by faith. When you lose those that you need to be rescued from, the time will restore itself. What happened, happened. But it is as if what happened never happened. And the present will adapt to the new, as if the bad never happened. You get what I'm saying here? It can't be that you've been broke financially for years. But it's suddenly, day by day now, financial abundance comes to you. And it is as if there is no trace anymore that you've been broke for years. Just like in movies, someone went to the past and fixed something or altered something, and now in the present it works out. Well, that's how it goes. Once you are freed from those you need to be rescued from, time heals itself. Okay? And works out in the present day after day. Well, I hope this video has inspired you. Just agree with Christ and keep on going.